presence of the teacher is not to make things easier for the children. The presence of the teacher should enable the child to learn by himself. Even though national framework says that the teacher should act as a facilitator, our teachers have failed to facilitate those things. Right? The intervention has remained the same. So what we thought is, let us keep the teacher away from children. Unless and until children feels that there is a need for teacher should be kept away.
Travel 70 kilometers from Hyderabad to reach a village called Kalvakurti. On this campus, you will find children busily doing many types of work. For a moment, you may feel that the child labor law is being violated, but that's not true. This campus is the home of Akshara Vanam, a unique laboratory for research in education. Children study here, but not in the conventional form. There are two main characters in this story. The first is Sripati Reddy and the second, Madhav Reddy. Before joining Akshara Vanam, Sripati Reddy ran his chain of schools under the brand name SPR. He was pretty successful financially, but his mind was not at ease. He was eager to make some fundamental changes in the education system, but that was not happening in the setup of conventional schools. At that time, Madhav Reddy was also working in the field of non-profit education through Vandemataram Foundation. After many years of working hard, he was not getting the desired result. The problem was a lack of a satisfactory alternative education model. He clearly felt the need for serious research in this direction. In 2007, Madhava Reddy and Sripati Reddy crossed paths for the first time. Gradually, they started working together to find solutions to the problems that plagued education. In 2015, they established an institution with the purpose of researching alternative models of education. Thus was born Vandemataram Research Center, Akshara Vanam.
I didn't find any child-centered school, neither in the private sector nor in the government sector. So I thought there should be a school which is child-centered.
Madhav Reddy donated 25 acres of his ancestral land to start the project. He worked day and night to make the dream of Akshara Vanam a reality. Sripati Reddy also made the big decision of moving his family to Akshara Vanam while leaving behind the comforts of his private schools. I couldn't enjoy my childhood because of the fear and pressure I faced while learning mathematics. Through Akshara Vanam, I want to create a stress-free atmosphere for learning. Initially, Akshara Vanam had only 20 children and a few incomplete buildings. Today, the infrastructure of Akshara Vanam is on par with many private schools. The intake of children is also gradually increasing. There are broadly three categories of children learning at Akshara Vanam. 1. Orphans or children from extremely poor families. And 2. Children from middle and high-income families. While these categories are common in most schools, the third category is unique to Akshara Vanam. This third category comprises children who are labeled as incompetent or academically backward. Often, government school teachers complained about children lacking basic skills in reading, writing, and arithmetic even after 8th grade. As a result, the schools give up on the students. Many such students are sent to Akshara Vanam for improvement. Akshara Vanam's educational system is free from any parental interference. To ensure that this system is completely foolproof, no tuition fees taken from the parents. The learning methodologies at Akshara Vanam are guided by the 3L curriculum comprising language, logic and life skills. Of the 3 L's, life skills are given utmost importance. The life skills course has been designed to cover all facets of life, including playing, singing, and dancing. The children are exposed to all kinds of domestic activities like toilet cleaning, washing clothes, cooking for everyone, working in the fields, milking cows, and many more.
Like I'm good at Telugu, Hindi and English, and I also like sign language. Like मैंने डप्पू पता है ना डप्पू वो सीखा था मैंने, and I've been master for that, and karate and dance भी, and अभी shooting सीख रहा हूँ, like video editing वो सब.
In this Akshara Vanam, children learns by themselves, and this is very important for this present generation because the pace of change has been increased like anything now. So now the child should be given the ability to learn by himself so that he matches the pace with which he has to change.
When children come out of Akshara Vanam, they have the confidence to face any challenge and uncertainty that life will eventually throw at them. It is true that life skills are essential to the overall pedagogy of Akshara Vanam, but this does not mean that academics are ignored. Most of the conventional subjects like maths and science are taught under the L of logic. The research team at Akshara Vanam has developed a special methodology to teach maths to children. This method has been proven to dramatically improve the students' understanding and eliminate the terror of maths forever. The third L in the 3L curriculum is language. Here, children are allowed to listen and read a lot of content, both in Telugu as well as in English. They are especially encouraged to watch movies and read storybooks. This process is quite entertaining and stress-free. Students love it.
How a person learns language here is totally different from how we learn languages in schools. It's because in schools we learn it by learning grammar first and then how to use that. But in here I have learned English by seeing movies.
We don't encourage children here to learn grammar at the initial stages. When they are comfortable with the language and when they are writing examination for any certification, only then children just before 1 month or the 2 months are trying to prepare for the grammar, and as far as I have seen it, they are very comfortable learning grammar.
Many more measures have been taken at Akshara Vanam to improve the learning abilities of students. These measures cannot be found in traditional schools. Here you will not find any classrooms of subject-wise teachers. In fact, Akshara Vanam is a classic example of self-study and peer-to-peer learning in action. With over 15 years of deep research, Akshara Vanam's model of learning is focused on creating little leaders and little teachers. Overall, the system of Akshara Vanam is very original and effective.
तो इस सिस्टम में सोचो.
For example, if we have 40 students, they will be divided into different groups as per the learning levels they are in. The students at the highest level will teach one level lower and so on. This is how it works.
इसको सिखाएगा और ये इसको सिखाएगा. Like वो चेन होता है इसमें.
The nostalgia of the past and compulsions of the present do not restrain the path of Akshara Vanam. Rather, it is guided by the requirements of the future. When most educators are only talking about the National Education Policy 2020, Akshara Vanam has taken the lead. This is where you can see the National Education Policy 2020 in action.
We have 116 courses here in this curriculum. And out of these 116 courses, 70% of the courses doesn't have any written exams. And they have to clear 70 courses to finish, to take up 10th class examination. All the games, other activities, day-to-day activities, handling machines, fabrication, your rearing, cow rearing, fish rearing, hen rearing, sheep rearing kind of courses. A few courses, just doing the work as per the work assigned to them for 2 years and 3 years itself is sufficient to certify them that he has finished that course.
Akshara Vanam's model works for all three categories of children. Those declared incompetent in studies can now compete with any bright student on the campus. Children who grew up in the lap of luxury are today able to do all kinds of work on their own. The atmosphere of Akshara Vanam has changed the psychology of middle-class children too. They have now freed themselves from society-imposed ambitions and superficial lives. They are discovering that through this process of learning, whatever expertise the team of Akshara Vanam has acquired, they want to share it with everyone. For this, training camps are being organized regularly for the children, teachers, and even parents from different schools. You will be surprised to know that all these camps are run and managed by the children of Akshara Vanam. The role of elders in this case is limited only to coordination and supervision. Various state governments are also taking help from Akshara Vanam. A few years ago, the Telangana government took the services of Akshara Vanam to train its teachers. Recently, a team of Akshara Vanam visited Jammu and Kashmir and impressed everyone, including students, teachers, and government officials.
जो मोस्ट चैलेंज लर्नर्स किधर भी होता है उसके लिए हमारा प्रोग्राम वेरी यूजफुल है इसीलिए
Our model is very useful for the most challenged learners. We have run pilots at various locations in Maharashtra to interior tribal areas in Rampajodharavam, Andhra Pradesh. All these children have shown good promise. We don't want to stop at just one institute, but to take this pedagogy to other parts of the country too. The central government has also employed the services of Akshara Vanam to train thousands of its teachers posted in Kasturba Gandhi Bal Vidyalayas. It is very pleasing to see what Akshara Vanam has done in such a short span of time. Now it is high time that more and more people in education know about the research going on here, so that they can understand and adopt them. When these experiments are tried across the country, they will be of great benefit. With collective efforts, we can achieve the transformation in the education system, promising a better future for India.
उस टाइम नालंदा तक्षशिला था, हम विश्वगुरु प्लेस में था. अभी ये ब्रिटिश लॉर्ड मेकाले एजुकेशन आने के बाद पूरा हम नीचे चले गए. फिर हमारा विश्वगुरु स्थान को लेके जाने के लिए हम सब मिलके काम करेंगे.
If you want to know more about Akshara Vanam, you will have to stay here for a few days. Only then will you realize how this system is different from the system of conventional schools. Once here, you will see how it works. This will help you become an agent of positive change in our education system.